we're trying out some missions that I would consider good choices for newcomers based on just kind of their availability, interest level, and maybe the fact that you haven't seen some of them before like this one, but overall just easy missions that you can do to get a kind of a hold of Star Citizen.
There is no way that's true. I know my husband. Darnell had his problems, but that is all in the past. I want you to go to the Kovalex station and send me evidence that my husband is innocent. But even if you find out that he isn't, you'll still get paid. I know your time is valuable, and really,
yeah, it is.
I just want to know the truth.
Girl, I'm about to find your dead boyfriend, and I'm gonna give you all the news about him. I don't know if that's something you want to hear. I said that like it's a good thing, maybe not so much. So the nice part about this mission is that it gives you some level of variability. The steps can go in any order. You can submit what you found at any time. Like if you saw in the contract manager there, I can literally just submit the evidence. I don't have any evidence, so that probably would not get me very much money, but you can do it. And you can also, obviously because of that, not complete the mission entirely. So you can get paid more based on finding more evidence, paid less. And I think you actually get, you get different voice lines too, depending on what you do. So it is an interesting one, and I think worth trying out as a newcomer. So we got this space station here. Obviously some inopportune things happened, and our job with this mission is to go inside and find out what. Because obviously no other citizens over the course of the last 6 years could. They were all inadequate. You gotta find the entrance to this place. It's a little shattered side of the lobby. I think it's over here, maybe. No? Where are you? That's what I thought. Yeah, it's above the broken pads, right? Ah, there we are. Alright, and I'm just gonna take us over here. Alrighty, let's get in there. Now, like I said, the goal here is to do a little bit of an investigation and find out what the heck went down when this station had its little oopsie daisies. So you're going to be basically going around to different interactables. These are very much like scripted things. These aren't using game systems that they're making now. These are more of the bespoke things they used to make. But you're going around to these kind of computers and stuff and getting recordings and text logs, basically.
Just wanted to follow up a bit on the distro issue. Talk to you in a bit. Bye.
So Darnell is not doing his job, apparently. We continue down the hallways here. And this station isn't massive, but it does have a few different floors. So we'll be using the elevator shaft to navigate between the different floors and find some more evidence. So let's head up a floor or two. Might actually have to cross over to the other elevator to get in there. Alright, here's another little piece of evidence. Somebody's laptop. Find their porn logs.
I just got the package you sent. Thanks a million for the Moby mod. It is incredible.
Gosh, Darnell is too responsible. Just studying. Stupid little No, keep it up, Darnell. You're doing good. Let's see. Any more laptops in here? Maybe we can open this one. I like how this laptop's just locked shut. Never to be opened or used again. And this is where having a tractor beam would be useful, because you can just navigate throughout here, grab some of these boxes and cans. Can I drink any of these? Are these like... I guess I can't take my helmet off. This is a very old mission. Nothing is interactable in here except for the stuff meant for the mission. Like this. So when you see anything like this, you know it's something that you actually need to use. Let's see what this is. Here is some more data we found on a data pad from a Kovalex employee. Looks like they got some notes on people. So we're just getting more information on this guy basically to figure out, was he capable of being the problem that caused this space station to essentially blow up. I also like that we're getting the littlest, tiniest bits of lore about, like, around the game itself. You know, getting to learn how a cargo-based facility works. Granted, part of that is because as Star Citizen players, we are very much starved of content. But I love world building in games. Throughout data pads and little pieces of lore you can find and details about some of the people who lived in that world. That's really cool stuff. It's like super important to the game in my opinion. Can I log in here? No. Alright. Let's take it out into the central area then. Here we go. Okay, so we got something. I think we can get some more information here. Oh, what's this?
Hey, Race, it's Darnell.
Where the hell have you been? Your shift started 3 hours ago.
I know. Sorry.
So he was running a power test. So it's not like he just straight shut it off. Maybe made a little oopsie. This is another thing about this mission that I like, that I hope they stick with. You don't get an objective complete for this mission. You don't get a, oh, good job, pat you on the back, you got all of the stuff. You're just supposed to figure it out yourself, come to your own conclusion, go to the mission manager. I said the mission manager, not the app. Don't piss me off. Go to the mission manager, and you just hit the, you can't even see it. You hit the submit button down here in the corner, and that's it. This isn't like you hit a certain point and you get your money. So this also is kind of what it sounds like they're doing to move forward with investigation missions. Last year at the design brief, they talked about how it's supposed to be more about you kind of coming to the conclusion than completing objectives, and I think this mission is kind of their template for that. Ah, here we are. There we go. That's what we're looking for. See? Anything that looks out of place is going to be on the mission. I think we've got our conclusion, folks. If we're done running into the wall over and over again, let's send our evidence into her. I would say that was pretty good. Would you say that? Was that a conclusion? Did we figure things out? That was a lot of evidence. I don't know why they didn't just give her this evidence, but let's see what she has to say about it.
I wanted to let you know that I have received the information you sent and will be uploading the payment to your account. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
You guys are right.
I knew how hard that struggle was, but I guess...
You're right, I didn't finish it.
For better.
Oh, that sounded like a really disappointed conclusion. Okay, so I guess that's actually a great way to do this. I did not complete the whole mission there, and that was one of the alternate voice answers you could get. She did not include any extra money for the additional evidence that I got, and obviously she was not very happy. Which, you know, like I said, if that was what you found out about it and he caused the whole thing, you'd probably be pretty sad. I guess that actually kind of works out for any of you who are watching this video and didn't want to get the ending spoiled for you. Now you can go do it yourself and see what the real ending is. We are back at R-Corp, so we can continue our missions on like the normal place that I would tell people to continue them. Really, I went to Crusader just to show you that one mission with the voice acting. Let's get on with some of the other ones though. Alright, so we got a shipment lost. A very important shipment was attacked on its way to Area 18. Need someone to go to the last point of contact, retrieve the shipment of ore samples. The job will be bonded through Kovalix. Sounds pretty simple. This is a search mission. This is the kind of thing that you can do as a newcomer. Let's go see what it includes. There's definitely an Aurora down there. I'm pretty sure there are NPCs here. So let's be careful. Let's be wary. I'm going to park on this side over closer to the cargo. Give myself a little bit of cover. Yeah, I don't have any guns. Hopefully there's nobody here. It's actually a really cool looking scene, to be honest. Maybe we'll find some good loot here. There's a black box. That would be for another mission, if you had to come and get the flight recorder for this crash, but we are here for cargo.
I think we might have company.
Oh, crap. Okay, so there's definitely people here. Let's grab the box and get going. I am not trying to get shot. So this is how easy it is to do. If you are a newcomer in one of these missions, you could come, grab the box, and get out of here. Or you can go and kill those people who I just heard on the other side of that door. Grab their loot, take their stuff. You also saw that there was a flight recorder box in there. So like you might have a mission here that requires you to come get the black box. And in my opinion, that should be the case for every derelict there is in the game. Should have all of these separate things spawning at it so that you can always run any mission, but for now, this is the Caterpillar. And away we go. We got a delivery to make. Dropping off this ore selection.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Sometimes these delivery missions will require you to go to space stations. Sometimes they'll take you to shipyards. Sometimes they'll take you to like wreck yards or whatever they're called, places where there's a bunch of trash. Sometimes an outpost. This time it has me making the delivery to a city, and as time goes on, they'll diversify the locations. They'll add underground facilities. They'll add different types of buildings. Whoa, different locations in different cities, all kinds of stuff. Is it inside of the Habs building? I think it is. I do like that this gets me into the city again. Like, we do need plenty of reasons to go into the city. So, more of this, but just explain it a little bit. Okay, so that's another mission complete, and now we're back home so we can get really anything we need, but since we're playing as newcomers, I won't go too crazy. Mission taking us all across the system. Alright, we'll take it. Cave on Microtech, let's go. So like I said, you'll probably be following this mission that we're doing now and think, oh, this takes forever and there's not really much to do on it. I am doing this in a weird way. I took the mission across the system, so we're going to fly all the way across system to another planet to take this, as opposed to just in our kind of local neighborhood. I don't really advise this because it does take away a lot of your game time, and over time, Star Citizen is meant to be a game where you can just kind of stick around a single planet and do all this stuff, but for now, the game's nowhere near complete, so sometimes you got to do this to get the specific mission you want. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quantum cancel over the top of this cave, and then we will manually fly the rest of the way. It's a great way to navigate to some of these locations. Just get the closest you can and then hit the U key, and it will cancel out your travel. Turn off your ship, hit the U key again to turn it back on, and you should be much closer to your destination than you would have been if you flew straight there. Beautiful looking area though. We're coming down to this little brown splotch, it looks like, in the middle of a very cold segment of the planet. Oh, we've got a enemy ship here. Oh, that's our ship. Wait, what? He's in a ship? I thought it was going to be FPS at a cave. So you tell me I flew all the way across the system to fight a freaking raft? Over a... God, dude. To evaluate your skills, we would like you to assist us in the apprehension of K. Immelman from a cave on Microtech. What a waste of time. Oh my god. What an insane waste of time. So honestly, as a newcomer, you probably shouldn't even try and do missions in this game, because they don't even match. Wow, it's a lot of illegal monitors. They don't even match their description. He got out of the cave. He found his ship. That was outdated information. I'm not going to fight a raft. Like, that's going to take so much additional time to kill a cutter with a raft. We're here to do missions, not bounties. So instead, we're setting up a scan probe over in Calliope. However, don't we need to pick up the scan probe first? It's just telling us to fly straight there. Go to Mike L1. Oh, we have to go to Mike L1 to pick it up. Okay, so these missions are Kind of like box delivery missions, I would say. These research missions, basically they task you with dropping off a scientific probe satellite somewhere in space. That's really it. You just pick it up from a place and you go off and you drop it off somewhere else. There's not really much to it. Just teaches you how to fly, and it shows you some locations and navigation skills. They don't scale based on how far you're flying, so if you see one of these across the system from you, don't take it. You're not going to get paid anymore. You're going to get like 4,000 credits. Alrighty, so we made it to our Microtech L1 Lagrange point. Now we're going to jump into the station, grab this probe, and continue on our way all the way back to the moon. A little bit annoying that we had to fly all the way about here just to get the probe. No, it's not on this floor. Okay, it's probably in the Galleria. Yeah, it's got to be the Galleria. Come on. Elevator. Please don't crash out. We just made it all the way here. Don't crash out, please. Don't crash out. Work for me. I don't think we're going to get an elevator. So, don't tell me this is another mission. Let's load back in real quick. Stand by. Every time I try to do like new player stuff and go through things like these missions, it's such a strong reminder of just how absolutely the situation is with these missions. Like, they're just not functioning well, or they're just not laid out in a way where you can do them well. It feels like missions have just never gotten to a good state. I've never been able to reliably recommend missions to players. I have a new player's guide that I'm trying to get out before CitizenCon, and even in that, like, I recommend 3 missions, but half the time they're broken. Nope, there are no research missions, so now there is no point for us being out at this station. And we now have less access to missions because we're out at this station. For an easy mission to take, I would also say Call to Arms. Take this as a newcomer, so we can tick that off the list. It's just a really miserable experience. It's like this. I think these are the worst problems I run into. Are these sort of like little hitches that I'm guessing are coming from memory leaks. It's just terrible to play the game when it's functioning like this. Alright, let's see if we can just make it back to Microtech. If I don't get a good mission there, I think I'm going to call it. Just a simple box mission, I think, would be good enough for us. Okay. Sure. Yeah, totally. Thank God I didn't have anything super important in that ship. You know, just why not just randomly blow up? Maybe you learned something. We did get to do a couple of pretty good missions, and I think some of that content was worth watching, but ultimately most of those missions just taught newcomers not to run missions. So instead, join our Discord. We don't run missions, we just do things, and we make money and have fun doing it. So that's my suggestion. Some of these missions I think are okay to do, but as you can see, sometimes they break. So there you go.